Hello students and welcome to the new chapter that is what? Permutation and combination. The chapter name is what? Permutation and combination. Before that, the sequence of discussing is what? Permutation and combination. First we will discuss what is factorial. Number one, we have to discuss factorial notation and some applications. This is first we have to discuss. Number two, after completion, we discuss fundamental principle of counting, fundamental principle of counting, and after completion we will discuss the concept of, these are the sequence of discussing. So permutation of different types, then combination of different types. And factorial notation and application is one class, this is two class, and this is two class, and this is two class. Okay, so this will be, now we'll discuss factorial notation and its application. Factorial notation, before studying the permutation and combination, factorial is very important, then fundamental principle also very important. So let's discuss about factorial notation. Now factorial notation, that is what is factorial? If n belongs to W, then if n belongs to set of whole number W, then factorial n is denoted by factorial n denoted by this symbol or this symbol, and defined as product of first n natural numbers, defined as n factorial is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 dot up to n. Okay, so example 5 factorial is equal to what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, that is 120. Answer. Example, what is 6 factorial? 6 factorial equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6, that is 720. So what when a 6 factorial also can be written as 6 factorial also can be written as what? This term into 6. So 5 factorial into 6, or this can be written as 6 factorial this term up to this, that is 4 factorial into 5 into 6, and also 6 factorial up to this term, 3 factorial into what? 4 into 5 into 6, etc. Similarly, n factorial is equal to what? Similarly, n factorial equal to, we can write similarly n factorial is equal to what? n minus 1 factorial, gote komebo n minus 1 factorial into n, or that is n minus 1, or also can be written as n factorial is equal to n minus 2 factorial into n minus 1 into n. Similarly, n factorial is equal to, we can write n minus 3 factorial into n minus 2 into n minus 1 into n, etc. Note 0 factorial equal to 1. Note this, etc. Note 0 factorial equal to 1. Note 1, 0 factorial equal to 1 we will discuss at the time of discussing what? Permutation. And 1 factorial equal to 1. 1 factorial equal to 1. That is negative number, negative integer. Factorial of negative integer. Note 1, note 2, factorial of negative integer. Negative integer factorial not defined. Is not defined. Is not defined. Okay. Now let us discuss about some problems regarding to factorial application of factorials. Convert into factorial form. Solution of first question, solution of one question, solution of question number 1. Convert into factorial form. The factorial form is product of serial numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. For factorial form, it is required to maintain serial. So 2 absent, 4 absent, 6 absent, 8 absent, 10 absent. So this is equal to 1 into 2 absent here, write 2 here. Then 3 absent here, 4, write 4 here. Then 5 absent here, 6, write 6 here. And then 7 absent, 8 here, write 8 here. And this is 9 absent here, 10, so write 10 here. And this is 11. So if we multiply 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 in the numerator, this will be also in denominator. 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10. So this will be what? 1, 2, 3 up to what? 1, 2, 3 up to 11 means what? 11 factorial and take 2 from that is what? This is 2, this is what? 1 into 2, 2, write 2. So this will be what? 1 into 2 and this is 2 into 2 and this is 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. This is 2 into 1. Suppose this is 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4 and 2 into 5. There are what 2's? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2's. So 11 factorial by 2 to the power 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So this will be what? 11 factorial divided by 2 to the power 5 into 5 factorial. This is the factorial form of this question. Now question number 2. Now solution of question number 2. Calculate or compute this. So this is also 3 to the power 3 factorial, that is 3 to the power 3 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3. So this is equal to 3 to the power 6 which is equal to 729 and this 2 to the power 3 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3. So 2 to the power 6, that is 64. This is solution of question number 2. Now solution of question number 2 is completed. Now 3. Solution of 3. Question number 3. LCM of 6 factorial, 7 factorial, 8 factorial, 9 factorial. What is LCM? LCM is that is 6 factorial and this is 6 factorial into 7 into 8 and this is 6 factorial into what? And this the largest is one is 9 factorial. So LCM is what? 9 factorial. If the question is HCF, then This HCF is what? 6. Find LCM and HCF. Also find HCF. So HCF is what? Highest common factor, that is HCF is 6 factorial. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is, find x. Solution of question number 4. 1 by 8 factorial plus 1 by 9 factorial equal to x by 10 factorial. So LCM is what? LCM is 9 factorial. So 9 factorial divided by 8 factorial is equal to what? That is 8 factorial into 9 by 8 factorial. So cancel here. So 9 factorial divided by 8 factorial is equal to what? 9 factorial divided by 9, that is 1, is equal to x by 10 factorial. So this is 10 by 9 factorial is equal to x by 10 factorial means what? X by 10 factorial means 9 factorial into 10. So 9 factorial goes cancel, that is x is equal to 100. X is equal to 100. This is solution of question number 4. Now solution of question number 5 is, left hand side, that is 2n plus 1 factorial divided by n factorial. We have to prove, that is 2 to the n 1 3 5 dot 1. That is what? To prove, that is left hand side is this, and this is equal to 2 to the n and 1 3 5 dot 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Now right hand side is what? Right hand side, that is 2 to the power n into 1 3 5 dot 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. For conversion of this into factorial form, this should be maintained what? Serially. This should be serial. But here 2 absent, 4 absent, 6 absent, even numbers are absent. So this will be what? 2n 1 into 2 multiply, and 3 then 4 multiply, 5 then 6 multiply, dot up to here. Last one is, that is 2n minus 1, and this is 2n multiplied, and this is 2n plus 1. Same thing, divide by in the denominator, that is 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 dot up to what? 2n. Very interesting question. So this will be 2 to the power n, and this is what? 1 2 3 up to what? Serially up to 2n plus 1. This will be what? 2n plus 1 factorial, and this will be 2 into 2 means what? 2 into 1. 4 means what? 2 into 2. 6 means what? 2 into 3. 8 means what? 2 into 4. 2n means what? 2 into n. So 2 up to number up to what? N number up to 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. N number of terms, 2 here multiplied. So 2 to the power n, 2n plus 1 factorial. This is 2 n times. So this will be what? 2 to the power n, and here remaining 1 into 2 into 3 dot last term is n. So this will goes cancel, and this will 2n plus 1 factorial divided by n factorial. This is the left hand side. Hence proved. Okay. Now another question. This is homework for you based on the factorial. Find value of n plus 1 factorial equal to 12 into n minus 1 factorial if n factorial divided by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial is 2, n factorial divided by 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial equal to 2 is to 1, find value, then n is equal to dash. Prove that 33 factorial is divided by 22 to the 15. This is homework for you, that is based on what? Factorial. Now we'll discuss about the fundamental principle of counting. Discuss exponent of prime factor in factorial. What do you mean by exponent? Suppose 2 is a prime number, so its power is suppose 5. So we can say exponent of 2 is 5. Exponent of 2 is 5. Here we can say exponent of 2 is 5 and denoted by E2, exponent of 2 is equal to 5, is equal to 5. This is the symbol used for exponent. And now exponent of a prime factor in n factorial, that is, let exponent of a prime factor p exponent of a prime factor p in n factorial is denoted by EP of n factorial is equal to what? Is equal to n by p plus n by p square, greatest integer. This is symbol for greatest integer. Then n by p cube. This is also greatest integer plus dot dot up to n by p to the power r, greatest integer plus, where p to the power r is just greater than n. One example, find the exponent of, question is find the exponent of 2, 3 and 7, 2, 5, 7 in calculation of 20 factorial. Calculation of 20 factorial. Solution: exponent of 2, E2 of 20 factorial is equal to 20 by 2 greatest integer plus 20 by 2 square means 4 greatest integer plus 20 by 2 cube means 8, 20 by 8 plus 20 by 2 power 4 means 16 plus 20 by what? 2 power 5 means 32, just greater than. So this will stop here. Now this is 10 greatest integer, this is 5 greatest integer, and this is 16. That is what? This will be 10. So greatest integer equal to what? 10. This will be 5, and this is what? 2 point something. So 2 point something means what? 20 divided by that is 8. 20 divided by 8, suppose 8 2 is 16, that is 4, and this point 2.5. This is 10, and this is what? 2.5. 2.5 greatest integer. This is 1 point something. 20 divided by that is 1 point something. We will write directly. 2 by 20 by 10, 2 means what? 10, this is 5, and this is 2 point something means what? Greatest integer 2 point something means 2, 1 point something means 1, this is 0 point something means 0. Greatest integer function 2 point something, 2.5, 2.6, 2, this is equal to 2. From the function we know the greatest integer of function. So what happens here, that is 10, 15, that is 18. So that is EP2 is equal to 18. If we expand, if we calculate the 20 factorial, we get 2 to the power 18. Exponent of 2 is 18. Similarly, exponents of 5 in 20 factorial. This is 20 by 5, this is 20 by 25, stop here. So this what? This is equal to 4, and this is 0 point something 0. So 4. And exponent of 7 in 20 factorial. 20 by 7 greatest integer function plus 20 by 49. So this will be what? 2. This will be 0. 2. Exponent of 7 in 20 by 2. Now this is the calculation of exponent. One more question regarding the concept of exponent of the function. Now what happens here, that is how many consecutive zeros. Number one question, that is another question, how many consecutive zeros occurs if we calculate 20 factorial. Consecutive zeros occurs from right side if we calculate 20 factorial. If we calculate 20 factorial, consecutive zeros from right side, when say which two prime numbers multiplied, then we will get right side 0. There are two prime numbers, such prime numbers 2 and 5. If we multiply, then we will get 0 in right sides. 1 0 means 0 in right side. Only prime numbers here consider. Now find the exponent of 22, exponent of solution. Now to find exponent of 2 in 20 factorial. Exponent of 2 in 20 factorial, that is 20 by 2 plus 20 by 2 square 4 plus 20 by 2 cube means 8 plus 20 by 2 fourth means 16 plus 20 by 2 fifth means what? 32. So this will be 0. 10 plus 5 plus what? 2 plus 1 plus 0. That's it, 18. We get 18 2. That is 2 to the power 18. 18 twos. Similarly, exponent of 5 in 20 factorial is equal to 20 by 5 plus greatest integer here plus 20 by 25 greatest integer, because this is greater, so this is what? 4 plus 0, 4. We'll get zeros multiplying which are 2 into 5, 2 into 5, 4 pairs here. 2 into 5, 2 into 5, 4 pairs. We can get 4 pairs as like 2 into 5, 2 into 5. So number of zeros we get 4 pairs. 2 into 5, 2 into 5, 2 pi into 5, 4, 4 pairs will get here 4 pairs. So number of zeros. So number of zeros if we calculate number of zeros from the right side, right side in 20 factorial is what? 4. For shortcut, you find exponent of 5, then exponent of 5 is equal to the number of zeros in the that number. Okay. So now there are, this is the factorial application of factorials, how to find the number of consecutive zeros if we expand a factorial. Now the main concept is what? Fundamental principle of counting. What is fundamental principle of counting? Let's discuss about fundamental principle of counting. Fundamental principle of counting. There are two principles. Number one, multiplication principle of counting. Multiplication principle, and number two is addition principle. The concept is what? Addition principle. When multiplication principle is applied, it contains if the conjunction and occurs, we should use multiplication principle. Very, very important. If the conjunction and occurs, we use multiplication principle. Here, if the conjunction or occurs, then we should use addition principle. This is the difference between multiplication principle and addition principle. If the conjunction and occurs, then we should use multiplication principle. If the conjunction or occurs, then you should use additional principle, that is addition principle. So what is the multiplication principle of counting? Let's discuss about multiplication principle of counting. Multiplication principle of counting. Suppose a work is divided into two sub-work. Suppose a work, W is divided into two sub-work W1 and W2. If W1 can be finished, in m ways and W2 can be finished, W2 can be finished in n ways, then W1 and W2, the conjunction is and, W1 and W2 can be finished in m into n ways. This is important. The conjunction is and, so multiplication is applied. Okay. Now addition principle. What is addition principle? That is addition principle. Addition principle of counting. Addition principle of counting. Addition principle of counting. Same, suppose a work W is divided into two subwork, two subworks, W1 and W2, W1 and W2. If W1 can be finished in m ways and W2 can be finished in n ways, then very important, then W1 or W2, the conjunction is or here, W1 or W2 can be finished in m plus n ways. This is the addition principle of counting. Now, some examples based on multiplication principle of counting and addition principle of counting. A person has 2 shirts and 3 pants. How many different ways he can put on or wear a shirt and a pant? So, solution. First, try to understand the concept. Shirt 1 and shirt 2. Pant 1, pant 2 and pant 3. Shirt 1 can be linked with this or this or this, 3 ways. Okay, so shirt 1 there are 3 options for pant. Similarly, for shirt 2 there are also 3 options. There are also 3 options. So this will be what? 6. So we can, shirt 1 can be that the person can wear shirts, 2 shirts. The person can wear or put on, can wear 2 shirts in 2 ways. two ways. The person can wear three pants in three ways because the one shirt and one pant is compulsory. Shirt and pant. The person can wear a shirt and the conjunction is and a pant in 2 into 3 ways, that is 6 ways. 6 ways. This is multiplication principle here because and the conjunction and occurs here. Now another question. A person has 4 half shirts and 5 full shirts. In how many different ways? In how many different ways he can wear? Can he wear a shirt? Here question, the answer arises either the person wear full shirt or half shirt. Full shirt or half shirt. Half shirt or full shirt. Okay, the conjunction or occurs here. So this is the problem of addition principle. If the conjunction or arises, then use additional principle. If the conjunction and occurs, then use multiplication principle. Okay, so solution: a person has half shirts, four, full shirt 5. He can wear either a half shirt or a full shirt. So half shirt can be filled. So this is be a person has half shirt 4. So half shirt can be worn by the person is 4. That is what? Half shirt can be used in 4 ways and full shirt can be used in 5 ways. So total number of ways, 9 ways he can wear a shirt. Now there are many questions regarding the principle of counting. Other questions. Third question is, if cardinality of A is equal to M, cardinality of B is equal to N, then number of function. Question number 3, then number of function from A to B. A to B is dash. Solution. Suppose this is A set and the element A1, A2, A3 dot up to M, and this is B set. The elements is B1, B2, B3 like this up to Bn. Okay, so the function from A to B. A1 is associated with what? A1 is associated with what? N elements of B1. Here A1 Here A1 belongs to A is associated with is associated with n elements of set B in n ways. Similarly, A2 belongs to A is associated with what? N ways. Like this, AM belongs to A is associated with the elements of B in n ways. Then by fundamental principle, that is, here product rule is applied, because if we leave any elements of set A, it is not function, this should be not function, and so this is n into up to m terms. So n to the power m, this is number of function from A to B. Now, if a coin is tossed n times, note, if a coin is tossed n times or n coins tossed once, then total number of outcome, note, if a coin is tossed n times or n coins are tossed once, then total number of possible outcomes, possible outcomes is equal to 2 to the power n, because there are two options for a coin, head or tail. So if we toss n times, the answer will, total number of outcomes will be what? 2 to the power n. Note 2, if a die, this is singular of dice, if a die or a dice is rolled n times or n dice are rolled once, a die having 6 faces, so n die rolled once, then total number of possible outcomes, is equal to 6 to the power n, In how many different ways 4 letters can be posted in 5 letter boxes? There are solution. This is box 1, this is box 2, and this is box 3, and this is box 4, and this is box 5. Box 5. For letter 1, there are how much options? For letter 1, there are 5 boxes. 5 boxes. So 5 types. For letter 2 also 5 boxes. For letter 3 also 5 boxes. For letter 4 also 5 boxes. So we have to post letter 1 and letter 2 and letter 3 and letter 4, and the conjunction end is arises here. So this is one more question. So total number of different ways 4 letters, therefore 4 letters. Letter 1 and this is and conjunction and so 4 letters can be posted in 5 boxes in 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, that is 5 to the 4 ways. One trick here, box becomes base and letter becomes the power. That is, trick is what? Trick. Box to the power letter. Box to the power letter. This is the trick. Letter and box problem. Okay. So another question. This is homework for you. A person wants to invite 6 people for a function. In how many ways can he send invitation cards to them if he has 3 servants to carry the invitation cards? This is homework for you.